Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to talk about how to lava fish with the new Crimson Isle update, but we're going to be doing it in the Crystal Hollows to see if worm fishing has been broken or not. But before we get into that, please make sure that you're subscribed if you haven't already. We're on our way to 300 subs now because y'all got us to 200 subs yesterday, which is insanity. I hope you guys will continue to support me, and I appreciate everything you've done for me so far. Thank you so much. Let's get into the video. Alright, as you can see, we are in the Crystal Hollows, and right here I have my Salty Rod of the Sea and my Lava Fishing Rod, the Magma Rod, just in case. So here we go, let's try it out. Our Salty Rod of the Sea, which I have used for so very long, no longer works. This fishing rod does not work in lava. So the Crimson Isle update has changed worm fishing quite a bit, but not necessarily for the worse. Yes, we can no longer use our Salty Rod of the Sea, which has a base sea creature chance of 17% and increases fishing speed by 75%, but the new Hellfire Rod has a less sea creature chance of 3% less and a lower fishing speed of 50% less, and it also has a really high fishing skill requirement of 35. So this rod is not as good, but it requires a higher chance. Now it is better on the Crimson Isle, of course, where this increased the chance to catch trophy fish by 20% is actually usable, but it's just not as good as our Salty Rod of the Sea is for water. Unfortunately, this is our new best rod for lava fishing, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. But I do not have that fishing rod today. We are gonna be using the stiff Magma Rod, but as you can see, it has a base sea creature chance of 12%, which is increased to 14%. With this update, there have been a few good things that were added to fishing in general. So first off, we've got new fishing armor. So these two pieces that I have right here are better than shark scale. They give 0.5% more sea creature chance, and this isn't where it ends. There are higher level sea creatures, which I don't have unlocked yet. There's Lord Jabba's, which is this one, and then here we have the Thunder. Here's the armor that is actually insane, the Magma Lord Set. This set gives an additional 2% sea creature chance per piece. So just by wearing this set, you get an additional 8% chance, and that's just from this. Down here, there's the tiered bonus, the Lord's Blessing, which grants an additional sea creature chance per piece. There's also a gauntlet that you can get for the Magma Lord set that gives 1.5 sea creature chance. So if you have that as well, then you're going to be getting a total of 9.5 extra sea creature chance. And that's just from the stats here. Once you get this tiered bonus up to 5 of 5, it increases each piece's sea creature chance by 0.5. So once you have the full armor set as well as the gauntlet, you'll get an additional 2.5 sea creature chance. So in total, this entire set, including the gauntlet, will give you 17% extra sea creature chance. So you are increasing your sea creature chance by a ton. Then there is the reforges that you can put on the armor as well as the fishing rod, so that will help out quite a bit as well. But basically what we're doing here is we're trading 25% fishing speed for 17% sea creature chance, which is really not terrible of a trade. Honestly, the fishing speed is nice, but you of course have the different baits that you can swap in to make it better. Fish bait is going to be way more valuable. Whale bait, I think, will still be on top though. So we currently have a sea creature chance of 60%, and that is with 1 extra sea creature chance compared to what we used to have. And then we get 8 less sea creature chance from our fishing rod. So we get 1% more sea creature chance from the armor, but we get 8% less from the fishing rod. So it's really not worth it at this point. But once I get the full armor set and the higher level fishing rod, then it will be much better. Let's test it out. All right, first try, we got a flaming worm. That's not too bad. Go down here, one shot it. Very nice. Now I should be magic find swapping, but for time's sake I'm not. Let's see how long it takes us to catch one. So we're gonna throw it when our clock here at the top gets to 0, and let's see how long it takes. We are using a whale bait right now, and this fishing rod gives 25% increased fishing speed. All right, so that was about 11 seconds, which is not terrible at all, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. Now having a high level ammonite pet is going to be really important, especially if you have a high mining skill, because that will make up for a lot of the missing fishing speed. So that is definitely going to be meta. But honestly, I've thrown 3 casts in and I have only caught worms. So I don't even have that high of a sea creature chance. Can you imagine what it's going to be like catching sea creatures legit like 90% of the time? If you have submerged and sea creature chance on your beacon, I think it's going to be way easier to get to 100% sea creature chance now. Honestly, I could see this being very overpowered. So if anything, I would say worm fishing got quite a bit of a buff as far as you're literally going to catch flaming worms way more often. The nerf is to how long it takes to catch them, but I don't think that's going to be that noticeable once we get our ammonite pet leveled all the way up. Plus, you can also catch the magma fish here, so that is also going to be good for your magma fishing collection because you've got a new collection to grind. So even when you don't catch the sea creatures, you are going to be catching magma fish quite a bit of the time. Now, what I think should happen is once you get over 100% sea creature chance, because that is completely possible now, especially with Legion 5 and things like that, it'll be way easier than it was before. But what should happen is if you have more than 100% sea creature chance, say I have 110% sea creature chance, then 10% of the time you should be able to catch 2 sea creatures. I think that would be an amazing update if they did that, because it will give you a point to go past 100% sea creature chance, which it will buff a lot of things, probably cause a bit of inflation in the market as far as worm membranes go. But honestly, I don't think that's such a bad thing. Worm membranes sell for 100k right now, and every single person who gets Divin's armor needs so much of it. I think an inflation in the worm membrane wouldn't be too bad, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Alright guys, there's my final verdict. I think that worm fishing has been buffed by quite a bit. It is a little bittersweet losing the fishing speed, but the sea creature chance definitely makes up for it. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on our way to 300 subs now, and I would like to get to 1,000 by my birthday in October. That would be insane. We've gained 200 subs in like 2 weeks, which is so much more than I ever thought was possible. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing day, and God bless.